everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Lions going up against the Saints.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
And he checks this one down to Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They go play action here on first down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. On first down, Brady. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. Third down here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And the big tight end shifting around. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Easy.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On second down, Williams. Down to about the 22 here. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Brady to throw on second down. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down, it's Davis, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Davis taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Flushed out right. They find some open field here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. They go play action with Ryan. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now it's Ryan. steps away to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now Ryan. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Brady again. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So here come the Lions now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the shotgun, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Now Brown. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. On play action, now Brady. Looking for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Brown, 27 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st down, Ryan. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Vinny Curry in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On 2nd down, Ryan. Flush to his right. Benjamin with it over the middle. 23 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On play action, it's Brady. Caught left side, Williams. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
They run it again with Williams. So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see.
Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? It seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot. I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Big play here. 3rd down and goal from the 2. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Now Ryan on 1st down. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to golf. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeMarco Murray, 43 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Flushed out right. Over the middle here to Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Brady now on first down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners. Guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On second down, here's Ryan. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On third down, Ryan. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 13 yards on the pickup. They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Man open left side is Brown. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. All right, we've got some happy trigger fingers ready to see who's going to survive this wild card game as we get you back to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Here's Ryan. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Off to the races, DeMarco Murray. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. And early in this one, DeMarco Murray sending a warning note out to the defense. They better start getting him on the ground or it could be a long game.
A dynamic, explosive run. And you're exactly right, partner. If they don't start stopping this right here, right now, look out. He can pile it up in a big way, and that'll really help.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Luke Stocker from 21 yards away. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he puts it through. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Third and long, it's Brady. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's caught left side by John Brown. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a play fake. Brady. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Melvin Ingram in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. The Saints on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Shotgun now for Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. Eddie Vanderdoes, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And down inside the 15 he goes. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Saints on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. Boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
2nd down and 4. Again, it's Murray. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guy trying to block him. He gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's complete right side to Benjamin. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call him.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Justin Houston in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Keenan Robinson in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. With it is Brown. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Play 20, play 22.
To throw on 3rd down. Brady. And able to find John Brown. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. From the gun, it's Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eddie Vanderdoes getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Brady now to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Brady to throw on 2nd down. His throw caught right around the 6. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
So 2nd and goal here from the 9. Now Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Brady now on 3rd and goal.
When you look at the...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Davante Adams, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Ryan, forced out to his left. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vinny Curry in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 2nd down, Ryan completes it to Benjamin. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Play action. It's Ryan. Eluding and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Wake in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Fresh set of downs here. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Hillman in there. He gets the carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run here with Hillman. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.